how I want to rank each melee is like not by thinking maybe about like with an exotic piece. Like for example, the proximity knife by base, I wouldn't say it's that good, but if you use Caliban's hand, it becomes really, really strong. So I feel like I would probably just rank it based off of what they do. And how, maybe not how they hold up, but based off what they do and how like usable they are. Maybe I'm gonna go into like, okay, you can get it back with Gambler's Torch. Maybe I'm gonna think about that and stuff like that, so you can spam it. Maybe if they have with grenades, they got do something with grenades, then okay. But I'm not gonna like think about like exotic armor pieces, because some of these have like, for example, like the Shuriken have the exotic armor pieces, the Mask of Fealty, that plays into it. But for example, I know the Snare Bomb, I don't think there's any... There is one, I think. Yeah, there is one. But I think, for example, the Lightweight Knife, I don't think it has any exotic armor piece that plays into it. So I feel like I shouldn't use that one as like thingy. Alright. First one, I already forgot how it's called. Is that the... Which one is that of the two? That is... Okay, it's not the Disorienting Blow. So it's the... God, how's it called, dude? The Combination Blow. Combination Blow was the one, like, to be sure. Combination Blow. Like, I do have the thing up, like GG, just to remember. A quick strike that temporarily increases your melee damage. Okay, Combination Blow is actually pretty good. Like, I think Combination Blow could go S tier. Because, like, getting kills with it, you immediately get your melee back, your class ability back. You can use your melee, like, the synergy is there quite a bit, to be honest. So it's pretty strong, to be honest. Like, it's pretty strong. Disorienting Blow, to be honest, I think it's a really good, like, power melee. Like, by base. Disorienting. Let me just like look it up. Strike a target with this melee ability, blinds him, applies and grants a moderate amount of ball charge. Like, it's not bad, right? Like, it's actually pretty decent. These 500 impact damage enemies with severe meters are dealt up to 5 with splash damage and blanks blind for episode to enemies within 9.6 grants an amplified and ×2 ball charge on hit. Consider you can pay that as 4 ball charges immediately and you joy the targets and stuff like that. You make yourself amplified, you blind everything. I think that is A. I don't know if I would put it in S tier. I think it's A tier because it's easy, like blind and stuff like that. It's good for survivability, to be honest. It's good for getting amplified. It's good for like stacking up ball charge. I think it's not bad, to be honest. Okay, so I put in Grapple because you have to grapple melee. And I feel like that could be considered as a powered melee, even though it uses your grenade. I feel like the powered melee from Grapple is... because it unravels enemies too. And it's pretty good. It has a good splash damage. It creates a tangle. I think it's A tier as well, to be honest. Like, the combination between Grapple and the powered melee, I would probably put in S. But since we're talking only about the melee, which is pretty good. Actually, though, like, it's pretty good, dude. Oh, you have a huge AoE attack. Like, you unravel enemies. I think it's pretty decent. I will put it in A tier for now. I will put it in A tier. I can't remember the name of these. Dude, like, I know them, like, the knife trick, dude. But I can never remember the names. Dude, I swear to God. Knife trick, per se, I feel is... I don't know, like... Oh, dude, it's difficult. Like, if you're Radiant, you have the aspects and artifacts, but just by themselves alone, talking ability-wise, I don't know if they're that good. They apply Scorch, right? Can you, I should just go into Data Companion. I think that's easier. And apply 20 Scorch per hit. So that's 60 Scorch if you hit all 3. By scoring all 3 now as precision hits. I mean, honestly, per set, they're really good. I don't know, dude. They're really good. You deal Scorch, you do a lot of damage. Okay, I think I'm gonna put them up because they're actually pretty good. Because you can generate ignitions with them. If you hit all 3 knives, you can get to the ignition. So I think these are actually, I would say, S tier even. Because they deal good damage to low enemies. You can generate ignitions with the Gambler's Dodge. I think they're really good. It's a difficult decision, I'm gonna lie. I'm not 100% sure. I'm actually not sure between B, A, and S. Because they are good, but are they S tier good? I think they're good. I'm gonna put them on A. They're good, but they're not S tier good, I feel like. Like, these ones, the combination build just gives back class ability as well. So you can have like a natural loop the whole time. So I feel like this one is really better than any of these, just because you get the ability back. And you do more damage. Lightweight knife, I feel like is... Honestly, while I was downloading all of these icons, I forgot that lightweight knife was a thing. I completely forgot about that. Scoring precision hit grants radiant for 10 seconds. Now, that is not bad. And you have 2 charges. That is actually not bad. Did they change it? Like, at one point? I feel like they changed it at one point. Because I can't remember that you had 2 melee charges and that you got radiant on precision hit. 40 meters per second. Scoring a precision hit grants radiant for 10 seconds. That is actually not bad, to be honest. I should try to make a build with this. Honestly. Like, reading what it does, to be honest, I would put it on A. Like, initially I wanted to put it on D because I have not seen anybody use it. Or like, it's just my impression, but personally I have not used it for a long time. But like, reading the description, like getting 10 seconds radiant, I put it on B for now. Because I haven't used it, but it's very close to being A, if not S tier, because the radiant you get from it is really good. Like, the 10 seconds is a lot, because like, it said like a short amount. Like a short amount of radiant, but 10 seconds is not short. 10 seconds is actually big. I thought it was 3 seconds. So, proximity knife I would put S tier, right? I would put proximity knife into S tier because of Caliban's hand. But since I'm ranking all of these, not considering exotics, because that would be not fair for certain ones that don't have an exotic, I would probably put them into C. Like, it just explodes. It doesn't do even base scorch damage. Like, it just like explodes if there's enemy close by. And I honestly, I would even put it in D. Because you don't get any real benefit out of proximity knife. You get a lot of like stuff out of it if you have Caliban's hand, because it scorches. You get better ability cooldown and stuff like that. But melee cooldown, but like just standalone on it, even if you have 2 charges, like considering Gambler's Dodge, it's not that great. So yeah. Like, even in PvP, I don't think it's that great. Like, I'd rather go maybe heavy knife. Heavy weighted knife for the one-shots, if I hit them. So Snare Bomb, personally, for the Snare Bomb, personally, I never liked it that much, right? But I had a build, back when I was doing the solo flawless of Ghost of the Deep, where I started liking it quite a bit. Like, weakening enemies, like, it weakens enemies, it disorients them as well, no? Oh, scrolled down too far. Pings enemies, bomb, cloud smoke, snare bomb, teaser, weaken and disorients, yeah. It's really good. Like, it's really, really good, to be honest. Like, you can get really easy invisibility from it as well. Like, I think overall, it's really good. I would put it in B, though. Oh, dude, I would maybe actually put it in S. Because it weakens, it disorients targets. Oh, you can go invisibility, like it debuffs them with void things, so you can go invisible, like, very easily as well. But that's, again, considering... Okay, maybe A tier, maybe A tier. Just considering what it does, not thinking about synergies with weapons, armors, and stuff like that. A tier, I would say. Because the weaken is quite strong, to be fair. Like, weakening is really strong, and disorienting as well. Tempest Strike, which is an aspect. It's an aspect, to be fair. But it does use your melee. Personally, I think Tempest Strike is really, really strong. Like, it's up there. Tempest Strike. Performs an uppercut launching an R-wave at the ground up to 22 meters. Dealing 800 damage and inflicts jolt. And 75 damages and can answer for 4 seconds after usage. Unable to use during slide if user shoots. Like, I didn't even know you get 75% damage resist. I didn't even know that if you use it. Like, this is really... I feel like... To be honest, I feel like that's an S tier. But again, like... I might be biased. But personally, I think PvE and PvP... That's a really, really good melee. I might be biased, to be fair. I might be hardcore biased, but I think it's a really good melee ability. Even though it's an aspect, but it consumes your melee, so... Threaded Spike, dude, is 100% S tier. Like, it can bounce up to 9 enemies. On 9 enemies. It debuffs targets, severing them, reducing their damage output by 40%. Honestly, in high-end content, I feel like 90% of people who use either Strand or Prismatic use Threaded Spike on Hunter. Just because it's that strong. Like, having 9 bounces and debuffing targets for minus 40% damage output is massive in high-end content. So, this is one of, if not, actually, it's... I feel the best powered melee Hunter super, yeah, dude. It's the best Hunter powered melee in the game. Like, honestly, I wouldn't even consider any other to take its place. It's like, thinking about, like, hoping maybe that in the future Bungie will add a new super to Strand and Stasis, and maybe a new powered melee to Strand and Stasis for each class. I don't think they will ever be able to top Threaded Spike because they did such a good job with it. Heavy-weighted knife, I feel like it's good. You can get hood headshots. If you get the headshots, you immediately get a bag no matter what. But other than that, it doesn't really do much, right? I mean, this is a massive damage. Saying why not before throwing. Scoring position killer has 100 fixed class ability. Made against a scorched enemy causes an ignition. Huh. Did they change it? Or I'm just remembering wrong. 100% fixed class ability. wasn't that, didn't it give back, like, the melee ability first? Like, if you got the precision hit, like, no matter if you had Radiant or not Radiant, and the aspects or no aspects? I thought it was that before. Huh. Honestly, it doesn't sound too bad. But personally, I would put it in C tier. Personally. Because if you have, like, an enemy that's Scourged, you kind of want them to be Scorched because, like, you get your class ability back. You do want Ignition, of course, but I don't think you would want to utilize your heavy-weighted knife, since I think it has, like, the longest cooldown as well. Yeah. I don't think you would want to use your heavy-weighted knife to get, like, an Ignition up. Like, you'd rather use, I don't know, Dragon's Breath or something. Like, now talking a little bit about, like, dynamics, but, like, and thinking about other things for a build, but I know C, and that's being, like, considerate. Maybe even D, but Withering Blades, I feel, is pretty decent, because you slow enemies by base, you have 2 charges, you can freeze enemies as well, it bounces up to 3 targets as well. I think it's pretty decent. Slows, freeze, you have 3 bounces, so you can freeze technically 3 enemies, you can shatter. You do have to build into the loop, but by base, what they do, I think they're pretty decent. I think A is fair, I'd say. A for them seems pretty fair. Nice. Let's see, like, Combination Blow, I definitely would say S here because you get the class ability back. You can, like, literally spam both the whole time if you get kills. Tempest Strike, I feel like you can be sold from safe distance because it's 22 meters as it travels, it joils. You get 75 damage reduction for 4 seconds, which I didn't know. Just by using your ability. You can get it back immediately as well, you can do it twice. Threaded Spike is like a no-brainer, 100% S tier. Disorienting Blow is strong, I like getting amplified, I like getting the blind disorienting from it. I think it's really good melee. Grapple melee is good because of unraveling and because of the tangle that you could create. I don't know if it's actually, is it actually by base the tangle, or was it, is that with wait, I need to check real quick. Grapple, tangle, woven maze, sever, suspend, unravel. Grappling a tangle, Grapple melee. Performing by pressing melee attack or grappling up for seconds after using sufficient fast speed, decent impact damage. Radial damage over 4 meters. Unraveling, pushing them back. Okay, you don't get a tangle out of it. You need to combinate it, so it doesn't create a tangle by base. I would put it into B tier then, honestly. Because, like, yeah, the unravel is good. Yeah, the explosion is pretty good, but no, actually, nah. Okay, I'm gonna leave it in A tier. I think it's deserved A tier. Knife Trick, I think, is pretty good. You can generate ignitions with Gambler's Dodge, if you're including that. It does quite a bit of damage too, I think, if you hit all 3 knives, so... Snare Bomb, I feel it's pretty strong, like, overall. You do weaken, you disorient enemies, like, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, definitely that. Withering Blades, I think that's pretty good too, like, you slowly can freeze up to 3 targets. Kind of perfect for basically every enemy. Lightweight Knife, I actually thought about D tier when I was, like, putting in the images. But after reading what it does now, I'm actually kind of tempted to make a build and include it. Because, like, getting the 10 seconds Radiant is pretty decent. You get 2 charges as well. And, like, in this day and age, I feel like it's quite... not super easy, not all the time, but easier to get, like, your abilities back up because of mods, armor, weapons, and stuff like that. Heavy-weighted Knife, I think it's good. It does a lot of damage. You get your class ability back as well, which makes you able to spam it. But at the same time, like, the other ability that it has, like, if you hit a scorched target, they ignite immediately. I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't use, like, a melee that has the highest cooldown a powered melee that has the highest cooldown to trigger an ignition, to be honest. Proximity Knife, as said before, with Caliban's hand. Hey Bacon, hi. With Caliban's hand, I would probably put it into A tier, if not S tier. But just stand alone, it doesn't scorch, it doesn't like can't trigger ignitions, it literally just does damage when an enemy is close, and I feel like it's pretty useless. Nice.